Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a rock paper scissors game. So this is the preview of what we're going to be making. So you choose whatever you want and the AI picks something, and well, I got the rock and the computer got scissors, so I got a point. Now it should be a tie. It should be a tie again. And well, that's basically the game that we're going to be making today. So let's get started. We can get rid of the scratch cat since we're going to be adding our own sprites. So since I wouldn't have to draw or import the sprites during the video, I've already stored some of the sprites. So I'll just get them from my backpack. So the first one will be the rock button. So you can just pick any rock you want from the internet or from the Scratch library. The rock is available in the Scratch library, so you can just search it up and get it. And the code I'm going to be for this rock will be pretty simple. So when this button is clicked, we're gonna create a variable called your move. So this is gonna record what move you do when you click the button. So yep, that's gonna be the move. If you want, you can show it, but during this game I didn't really show it. I only showed the points and the ties, so I'll not be showing it either now. And when the sprite is clicked, so when this is clicked, we know that the player has picked, you have picked rocked, so it sets your move to rock. And then it glides, well, it should stay here and then it should glide to the front of the screen. We'll do the code for that later. For now, let's just broadcast message, the computer's turn. So after we click that, the computer is gonna pick whatever it wants. So yeah, that'll be we'll add on to this code later. For now, let's just get all the sprites working so that it makes us easier to think about what should we do. So well, for some reason my backpack doesn't load. Yeah, now it loads. Never mind. So I have the sprites with me. I got this one from the internet since Scratch doesn't have an inbuilt paper sprite, and the scissor sprite also is from the internet. So yeah, you can either draw it or get it from the internet, and I just got it from the internet. So I have these three here. So every time we pick something, it's gonna glide over here. So when this sprite is clicked, it should stay in the position that it is right now for all the sprites. So let's do that real quick. So when clicked, go to this position, and then for this we do the same thing, but then we can replace it with the current position, which will be whatever is over here during wherever you keep your sprite, the block is gonna automatically have the X and Y position of wherever the current position of the sprite is. So that's useful if you so that you don't have to specify the location of your sprite. And we do the same thing for the scissor as well, so we'll go to that position. So then we are going to add some code. So it's gonna glide over here when we click the sprite. So here we can do glide whatever this position is, and we can actually put the same glide code. Well, all of them will glide to the same position, so we can just drag this sprite to all of them. This one still doesn't have it. Wait, let me drag it over here. Yeah, okay. So I think that will be it for this code. We'll add on to any other code we need later. So now we'll be making a few sprites, or not sprites but variables, your points ties and computer's points. So your points ties and computer's points. So this looks very messy indeed, and it's also blocking the screen. So I'm gonna move it here. Yeah, I guess it's fine now. And then we create the display. So just you can paint the sprite and then just type rock. Then we can make it a bit more bigger. Yeah, I guess that big is enough. As you can see here, as I click, it shows the display of whatever you have picked. So we're making that right now. So I'm gonna make it black. Not sure why Scratch chose to make in the new 3.0 update they chose to make it purple at default. Not sure why they did that. But yeah, we just need two more sprites. Well, two more costumes for the same sprite. So paper and scissors. Can drag it here. The scissors the longest word, so it matters that doesn't get cut out. And yeah, I guess that's okay. But be careful, because you have to name the costume rock, paper, and scissor. And if you don't name your costume properly, then the code won't work. So make sure you do that. And for scissor, you can either do scissor or scissors, but uh, if you're following what I'm doing, then you should put it as scissors, because in the future we're gonna use scissors as the name of this costume. So for the display, the code for the display will just be when clicked it hides itself, and when it's the computer's turn it's gonna show itself, and then switch costume to whatever our move is. So right now if I choose rock, then it shows rock. So if I choose paper, it still shows rock, because I think we have to, when clicked, we should forever change it to costume. Yeah, sorry guys, I messed up. Oh yeah, we didn't put the code, we didn't change this yet. Sorry, my bad. We didn't change this yet. We have to change. Yeah, now it works. So you can do rock. Well, that was rock. Yeah, and then you can do paper. Yeah, now it works. I don't think we need this forever loop either. Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, that's the code for the display. I didn't change the name of the sprites yet, but you can change it if you want to keep yourself organized. So now comes the harder part. So we're gonna make it's so easy, but then it's harder than whatever we're done till now. So it's the code for the AI or the computer. So we're gonna just put all these three uh costumes into one sprite. So that's what gonna be the computer, and it's just gonna pick uh a random option, rock paper or scissor, and then display it on the screen. So everything's gonna be random, it's not rigged or easy. So I already have these sprites in my backpack, so I can just unload them from here. You can do that too. Take the costume from here, put it in your backpack, and go to the sprite and just unload them. And again, don't forget to name your sprites rock, paper, and scissors. So let's get started with the code now. So at the start, we're gonna set your points to 0, computer's points to 0, and ties to 0. And when clicked, we also hide because we don't need to show the whatever option in the start. So when clicked, we hide. And when I receive computer's turn, we set computer's move to anywhere, pick random from 1 to 3. So, well, of course, we're not gonna name our move 1 to 3. Later on, we're gonna change it. And we can do that with the help of an if statement. So for now, let's just show our sprite, since we're gonna, well, of course, show it later on. We can show it now or even before this, it doesn't matter. And then we put 3 if statements. So if it's a rock, a scissor, or a paper. So if computers, no, not your move. Yeah, we need to make a new variable called computers move. Yeah, if computers, wait, let me unshow it. Yeah, if computers move is equal to 1, well, let me get the equals to thing. If it's equal to 1, then it sets the computer's move to rock. So the same way, if it's if computer's move is 2, we change it to paper. And for this one, we change it to scissors. And also we change the costume, of course. So we change it. So if it's rock, then we change it to rock, or paper, or scissor. So you put these in. And I think we're ready to make the code for who will win or not. So we're just gonna continue this piece of code. So we can wait for 3 seconds because we need some time to see what the computer actually picked. And then the deciding happens, whoever wins. So this part of the code is pretty long. And I'll be explaining what I'm doing as I will put on the blocks. So if your move is equal to rock, so if you pick rock, your move is equal to rock, and computer's move is equal to scissors. Well, if you pick rock and computers pick scissors, then of course you win. Well, you get a point. So we change your points by 1. And also we can broadcast a message, which will be player's turn. So we tell the player to go again, since, well, we get a point. So we do the same thing in the opposite way. If you choose scissors and the computer chooses rock, then the computer will win. So change computer's points by 1 and broadcast player's turn again. So another case, which is gonna be if your move is rock and the computer's move is paper, then the computer wins again. So yeah, we'll leave that the same, then duplicate it again. Then another case where your move, well again it's the opposite, your move is paper, the computer's move is rock. Then we change your points by 1. And then it's player's turn again. Another case will be if your move is paper and the computer's move is scissors. So in this situation, computer wins. And then the same thing, we're gonna do it opposite. Don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah. Scissors and paper. Then you get a point. And now we're gonna make the code for the tie. So this is different than whatever we are doing till now. So this is a bit more simpler because we just do if your move is equal to computer's move. Then it's just gonna change ties by 1. And that will be the very long code for the AI. It's pretty easy to understand. It's just long and looks hard to understand, but it's still easy. The logic behind it is easy. And now we make the display for the computer. So similar code again. When clicked we hide. Then when I receive computer's turn, then we show ourselves. But for this case we need to do when clicked switch costume to computer's turn, for like in a forever loop, otherwise it won't work. And also when I receive player's turn, it hides itself. Hide. So we actually have to put this code in a lot of places. So in paper, in this we put the same code, and also in this piece of code, which is the player display, because of course when a new round starts, this happens, and then these things hide and it comes back to place. We're making that happen right now. Same thing for this for all 3 buttons, but in this case it's gonna glide back to its original position. Original position of this is let's put it back. Make sure your 3 buttons are in the place they're supposed to be in the start, and then you can put this piece of code. When I receive player's turn, it should glide back to its original position. So let's test our game out. Paper. Oh yeah, we forgot to put the code for where it's supposed to be in the start. We can put it over here. Well, we don't need to do that because it's also always gonna stay there. Well, let's just align it. Okay, let's do it again now. Yeah, scissors. So then computer gets a point. Yep, now we get a point. Computer gets a point again. Let's see if tie works. I'm just trying to get tie.
3 hours later.
So we finally got tie after like 8, 3, 12 games. The 12th game, we had to wait for 12 games for getting a tie. That was pretty rare and unlucky, but yeah. Tying also works, and if you've done your code correctly, then all this should work. So if you liked my video, then of course please like it and share it with others, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any other videos. I also make Roblox videos, so go check them out. See you next time.